Hey friends, welcome to January. I'm so happy to have you here, so let's jump right into the first bullet journal theme of this year. This theme definitely took me longer than usual now that I'm not drawing florals anymore. I really enjoyed having an overall theme for the entire year though, so for 2022 I'm dedicating my themes to female-humanoid-creature-things. And the first female-humanoid creature thing we have this year is mermaids. This theme definitely took me way longer than I'm used to since I'm not drawing florals and I'm back to not knowing what I'm doing. I want to challenge myself a lot for this year though in my artwork, so this was a good start. You'll notice that the theme itself isn't really that cohesive and doesn't exactly flow well. But that's okay, it's a learning experience. Next month I'll try to tie everything in better. I got a ton of inspiration for my mermaids from Pinterest. Since I don't really know how to draw human bodies or shapes, I had to look to other artists for examples. So I took certain elements from different works, then added in some of my own so they weren't direct copies. I certainly didn't want to rip off or copy other people's work. So this cover is some kind of fantasy art deco kind of style, which does not carry on throughout the rest of the theme, because like I said, it has zero flow. I took ages trying to figure out how I was going to color in this theme. I wanted the boldness of the markers that I had in 2021, but I know it was going to be really hard to blend them together for gradients. I tried colored pencils, but they're not vivid enough for what I was looking for. I could paint, but that would take forever, and I'd have to glue watercolor paper into every page. Finally, I settled on a base layer of pastel markers, then coloring on top of that with colored pencils. The base marker stops any white of the paper from peeking through and adds depth. The colored pencil on top allows me to control the hardness or softness of each color and blends perfectly for nice gradients. Problem solved. For the next spread, I decided to test my hand at painting again. Like I said, I didn't want to add watercolor paper to every single page, but I don't mind using a little bit for one spread. I followed a tutorial on how to paint this kind of sunset on the water image. I still don't quite understand how to get the exact look I want, but I'm happy with it overall. It has absolutely nothing to do with the cover page before it, but oh well. We'll just pretend that this is a view that mermaids like to look at or something. This next spread is for habit and mood tracking. We've got a mermaid on the right side, and originally I was going to color in the different hair strands for the moods. But I forgot and ended up coloring in the whole thing accidentally. So in the end I added some bubbles on the side, and I'll color those in instead. Oops. Next we have this little memory spread. Last month I had a section for every day of the month, but let's be real, I don't have something going on every single day. So I changed this to a single page format, which will be much more concentrated on the more noteworthy events. Alright, so we're on to the first weekly. This layout is pretty basic, but colorful. I also added in a little step and sleep tracker since I didn't have one with my habit tracker spread. Week 2 is a little more decorative, with a mini calendar and some little seaweed doodles. I did lose a little bit of footage here at the end of the spread, sorry. You didn't miss too much though, just the final details. Week 3 is back to being pretty chill, but a different layout. On the left page, I'll have just one running weekly task list to check off as I go. The right page will be for a little journal entry of each day. Alright, week 4 and the last mermaid. So because I couldn't be bothered to draw a hand, I gave this mermaid webbed hands instead. It still works, so I got lucky. Sorry for the constant focusing and refocusing with the camera. I'm not sure why I couldn't get it together. Alright, and there we have it. This has definitely been a bit of an adventure with this theme. Thanks for hanging out with me here for this video, I appreciate it. Have a wonderful January, and I will talk to you soon!